You know, I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. You know, I'm a 960 SAT guy. And, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, trying to act all there if you got 940. But literally a 960 SAT guy. I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech. Maybe the wrong business to be in.
What's up, folks, and welcome to another episode of the show no one is tuning into, the Shots Fired podcast with DP. I am your host, Jay Simino, aka Despop, and these are my observations. Observations of an idiot. So don't try to debate me in the comments. If you're willing to debate with an idiot, well, that makes you a cunt. Just like how your mom said you would end up. By the way, she just left. She'll be home in about 10 minutes. She wanted me to tell you. So, let's get into that opening vid provided by the legendary PDB. But let me preface it with a little DP history. I am not black. I hope that part's obvious. Although I shoot grape soda into my veins and may have crushed a sister or two in my day, giggity, I loathe watermelon and my elbows are pretty dang smooth. I did, however, grow up in the hood. We were one of only two white families. It was actual government housing, not simply a shitty neighborhood. We were Section 8, welfare, food stamps, heating assistance. If Obama was the prez back in the 80s, we'd probably have the equivalent of a free cell phone for that time as well. And I can tell you one thing with absolute certainty. Gubment cheese fucking sucks. It's not even cheese. It says cheese product right on the box. So for the life of me, why the fuck do you people,
what do you mean, you people,
still insist on this grift? Why would you let a filthy rich white male talk to you that way? He wasn't sharing a story with you. He was talking down to you, the same way the Democrat Party has been talking to you since the founding of this country. If you need proof, well, the internet is forever.
You've written a hell of a book, and I don't say that lightly. I went through it in a quick hour and a half, almost 2 hours. And trust me, I don't read very fast, but it reads at an unbelievable pace.
That's pure pandering, folks. And Democrat pandering is pure fucking racism. Like I said, I ain't black, but if I had a scintilla of brother in me, I would have walked onto that stage and beat the ever-loving piss out of that host up there in front of his kids. That might be the only thing that could save his kids and get them off the griff. Did you hear that fucking crowd laughing and cheering him on as he called you a bunch of fucking retards? Did you hear the host laugh out loud? What the ever-loving fuck is wrong with you people? Or is it that you don't want to give up that lifestyle? That lifestyle I witnessed not only while growing up, but even as a cop when I would enter a house of horrors full of unemployed lowlifes, 4 generations worth. I'd see a grandmother, mother, child, and grandchild. Notice I didn't say adult male. And none of them were under 300 fucking pounds. How can you have 4 straight generations of people living under the poverty level and our body is pushing 3 bills? 'Cause government cheese ain't fucking cheese. What a country, am I right? You won't turn your back on Gavin 'cause he be keeping that cheese slanging. Enjoy your fake fucking food and your cholesterol and your rat and roach infested free apartments if it suits you. But make no mistake about it, you do this to yourselves. This is on you now. Reparations? I'm fine with that, as long as only registered Democrats foot the bill. They did this to you at the beginning, but you forgave them for them in exchange for free rent and phones and processed foods. Cool story, bro. This is all on you now. End of rant. Psych! The rant continues. I am so sick and tired of these MAGA if-bap faggots on social media and their rage clickbaity bullshit. Oh, did you see how Democrats didn't stand for Irina Zarutska's family? Boo frickety who. You prove just how retarded and racist, yeah, I said it, racist you are. You wouldn't have given a fuck about that broad if she were killed by a psychotic homeless white dude. Swap out her killer's race and you wouldn't have said shit. In fact, it wouldn't have made the news. And here's my proof that you're a rage-grifting, ex-monetized faggot. She was a liberal. She was a white liberal female. She didn't share your alleged MAGA, I call it FAGA, ideology. She turned her back on her true enemies, plural. There were 5 sitting beside and behind her, and she felt more comfortable choosing that side of the bus than the other side. And make no mistake, they were all her enemy. They couldn't have predicted what that motherfucker would do, but they didn't try to prevent his escape afterwards. They watched him do it. They all looked right at her, and when they saw the blood, they all turned their heads like, I ain't seen nothing. Shit. None of them called the police. None called the rescue. None rendered aid. She's no different than Renee Good, a death you idiots celebrate with your FAGA IFBAP accounts. The difference between you cunts and me? I don't celebrate the death of my ideological enemies, but I certainly won't mourn for them. I know you douchebags are all like, that's not her bedroom with the Black Lives Matter sign. Oh, so it's her best friend's bedroom. What's the difference? She wasn't one of you. But go and continue to get rich with your X-monetization, with your 475 GER followers, while you only follow back 7K or so. And fuck you, Elon, for monetizing rage-baiting cunts like that, while small accounts keep your fucking app alive, yet get nothing. It's obvious you were never one of the cool kids growing up. You were rejected by the socias and the greasers, and now you're the cool kid, and you're so happy to be a part of the kids that smoke cigarettes behind the school crew. I am so fucking happy for you, you fucking retard. Like I said, I won't celebrate this dumbass, but I won't mourn for her. Maybe that'll stop her from voting if she turns out to be a vegetable. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, that endeth the rant. But sticking with Democrats, how about time for some Democrats B?
The mayor, with the greatest respect, in every campaign speech, in every debate where you engage, we opened our ears to listen. Now today, accept the words echoing from us now. Do your job as mayor and leave our taxes out.
Saving only 2 options. You're saying if we don't tax the rich, then I gotta increase property taxes. We are not a pawn in Southeast Queens. We are not part of your negotiation tactics. Zoran Mondani, you are out your goddamn mind.
Again, fuck you all. I will not mourn for you. You voted for this. Free buses. Douchebags. Sticking with Dems, it's time for We Was Kangs.
Don't touch him. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. All right, no. Don't touch him. All right, no. All right, no. All right, no. All right, no. All right, all right. All right.
You think I give a fuck about any of this shit, man? Yeah. Y'all niggas got the right one, motherfucker.
All of them poor as fuck yet overweight somehow. And white folks, you ain't getting off following We Was Kangs. We go with white people.
It's not okay. What you just went out there and did to us while we were waiting for our food that we were told was available is not okay.
I didn't do nothing. Give us our money back now.
Don't interact with
We don't
me.
want your food.
Don't interact with me.
You just said that you had it.
This is stupid.
Here, let me do
Are you the one we talked to?
psychotic.
Are you the one that Who did we talk to? Please.
One of my other
They are
coworkers.
here.
Yeah, I already spoke to him. We'll get us the money. We don't want your food.
We
We're
did
done
not
here.
start
We
any
don't
of
need any of
it
it.
on purpose.
We don't want the food.
My grandson wanted strawberry pies.
Without our money. Leave the store, please. I'm asking you to leave. I will give you the money. I'm waiting for the cops to get here.
There's your food.
I can't. Then give me your card. I need the card to do the refund.
You don't.
Then you guys aren't going to get a refund. You guys need to leave my store, please.
We're gonna get fucked.
You guys need to leave my store.
No, we're not leaving until you give me my money.
So now you're willing to do the card?
I just brought it out. Here you go.
Perfect.
What are you doing?
It's on that end. Take your card back. It's going to be on that end.
And Josh Cameron, I'm getting his name. I'm filing a lawsuit. You don't have to. I'm gonna have to part pockets out, buddy.
Okay.
Now turning to something unfortunately deadly serious, it's time for the final call. On this date, February 25th, 2022, police officer Jorge David Alvarado Jr. of the Salinas Police Department, California, was shot and killed during a traffic stop near the intersection of Griffin Street and East Market Street. The driver of the vehicle he had stopped immediately got out of his vehicle and opened fire on Officer Alvarado before he exited his cruiser. Officer Alvarado returned fire from inside his car, wounding the suspect before he was mortally wounded. The man was taken into custody a short time later. He was convicted of first-degree murder, shooting at an occupied motor vehicle, assault on a peace officer with a semi-automatic firearm, unlawful firearm possession, and carrying a loaded firearm. Officer Alvarado was a U.S. Army veteran and had served with the Salinas Police Department for 2 years. He had previously served with the Colma Police Department for 4 years. He is survived by his mother, brother, and fiancé. Also, on this date, February 25th, 1994, Officer Kenneth Wallace, Hampton Police Department, Virginia, succumbed to gunshot wounds sustained 4 days earlier when he was shot by 3 subjects who ambushed him as he sat in his patrol car near 215 Pocahontas Place. 4 suspects, including 2 juveniles, were arrested several days later. It was later discovered that even though all 3 of the subjects fired into the vehicle, only 2 .380 caliber bullets fired by the adult suspect struck Officer Wallace. It was also determined that the adult suspect had actually intended to shoot another Hampton police officer who had arrested his brother earlier that night. The adult was sentenced to death for the murder and was executed by lethal injection on November 9th, 1999, the 2 juvies were convicted of murder and sentenced to 13 years in prison. A 4th suspect who did not fire a gun was sentenced to 4 years in prison. Both juvenile suspects were paroled in 2004. In January of 2006, one of them was sent back to prison for 30 years for violating his parole. September of 2007, the other suspect violated the terms of his release. Officer Wallace had served with the Hampton PD for 7 years. He was survived by his daughter, fiancé, parents, grandmothers, and sister. And please stick with me for one more, too many to mention on this date, but February 25th, 1898, Patrolman Lewis Keller of the South Bend Police Department, Indiana, was shot and killed when he interrupted a burglary in progress at a cigar store while walking his beat and checking buildings. At 11:35 p.m., he spotted an open door, and as he entered the business, a shot was fired at him. He returned fire, and in the ensuing shootout, both he and one of the suspects were mortally wounded. 4 other suspects were apprehended. 1 suspect was sentenced to life in prison in 1898. In 1904 and 1917, he attempted to escape. Patrolman Keller was a Civil War veteran serving with the 21st Indiana Battery. Returning home from war, he served in law enforcement as a deputy marshal and then served with the South Bend Police Department for 11 years. He was survived by his wife and 2 sons. His brother had served with the South Bend Police Department, and one of his sons served with the Metropolitan Police Department. May they all continue to rest in peace. And we'll finish, as we always do, with the timeline cleanse. I got a strange one for you here, but before we do that, to all those struggling out there with that mental demon, remember to stop, breathe, survive. Take it away, Lashy Bills. Later, bitches.
Couldn't stop it, could you? Burned you anyway.
You won't fuck me, will you?
And I burned you anyway.
I bet you're tight as fuck.
Hey
What do you
guys,
mean
that's
by
enough.
that?
Hey.
What do you mean by that? He said, I think you're tight as fuck. That's a homosexual thing.
Okay, well, we both need to...
He just threatened to ass fuck me.
Okay, we both...
Arrest him.
We both need to go our own way.
Arrest him or give me a piece.
Go your own way.
Give me a weapon and I will deal with it. That's a mortal threat. That is a mortal threat.
Domino, motherfuckers. Get him, Jay. I'm not a cop.
You got DP'd.